Awesome. Well, welcome to the Taylor Swift party. Taylor said she might make an appearance, but she highly doubts it. No, I highly doubt it. A million, she won't. So first of all, you gotta have an invite to turn up anyway. So yeah, she won't be here. So it was really funny when I was I used to do a lot of teaching with guitar students and stuff, and we used to always be teaching 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old girls like how to play Taylor Swift songs, and it was like their world, their faces are just lighting up, and it was really funny. I'd always say, well, that's pretty good. You've done your practice. That sounds pretty close. Should I call Taylor and you can go on tour with her next week? And they would just be like, oh, don't, please don't call her. I'm like, I don't have her number. I'm not going to call her. But they would believe it for a few seconds. It's so funny. So, but let's dive in. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and play. No, I'll play her song in a minute. We're getting a lot of our ideas from Message in a Bottle, the song Message in a Bottle. So, let me open up my screen here, and then I'll kind of walk through the process of what I've already done. Now, this is kind of it's ending up being quite a detailed. Let me get this right. It's ending up being quite a detailed. Like I've got 6 parts to this to this video, so it's I think this will be the seventh part. So it's very in depth. So it'll be very good for everyone to. Lots of content, I should say. So I got Splice open here. We might be going to that in a minute. So, okay, so here we go. We got everything ready now. So this is the track. Thumbs up if you can hear it when I push play. So before we play it, I'm just going to walk through some of the what I've got here is just set up, and of course you guys can go back to the first video, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and part 7 is the live one. So you guys can go back to all that and just see how I kind of came up with the process. But right up here we've got a side chain. If you're not quite sure what a side chain is, it's a really cool technique to kind of learn. I won't go into it now, but basically you're just using some sound to trigger the compressor on another channel. And so I've just put up a kick there. You can't hear that kick. It's actually going to a separate channel that's being triggered by the, which is over here on this API, the side chain up here. So it's listening, and you can you'll have to kind of like, I don't want to explain it too much here, but look up side chaining because it's a really cool technique. So I've got a side chain on my filter, and on my Nexus pad that I've got here on this pad that's going here. Oops, okay, so I'll walk down. So we got one kick up there, the side chain kick, and you won't hear that, just you'll feel it more. Then we have a drum that just comes into the chorus. We have a second drum that's a candy by this plugin here that's really cool. I've been really liking this plugin here. It's called Candy by Beatmaker, and it has a real kind of pop sound. It's really cool. I'll play that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mike just said UJam has 50% off at the moment. I really like this one. It's really modern. It's really kind of, and all I did was copy. I think I just copied my drums down to the second track and just put it on Candy, and that's what it just sounded like. It didn't even do anything. It just has a whole fresh new pop sound, and so that's what I got there. That's a cool thing for pop. Then we've got Addictive Drums. I think there's just a kick on this one. Yep, just a simple kick. I got another Candy kick, I think. Yep. And then we have the bass. We have a synth bass in this one. And I'm I think I'm going to be working on bass. The first thing we do today is going to be bass. I'm not really happy with that sound. Um, yes, got me some candy for Valentine's Day. Yes, everyone's going to be having some candy. Absolutely. And so this is the cool sound that we kind of started with. It's just a Nexus is a great synth. If you haven't got that, that's a great one to get. A bit more on the pricey side, but it's really cool. So then what I've put on is a lot of people have got the RC20. It's a very retro kind of. It's great. You know, I don't put on everything. Sometimes when you hear mixes and when people first get this, it sounds so good on it, so much stuff that they put it on everything. But you try to avoid that if you can, because a lot of people kind of do that, and it's too much of something that gets a little bit of that sound, too much of that sound. But it's a really nice plugin. RC20 gives it that retro sound. I'll play it without the. Now with the sidechain compressor. Oh. Can everybody kind of hear how that compressor, this sidechain is triggering, and every time that kick up the top, every time it hits, this compressor it works. So the compressor works listening to the kick, not the actual track. So it's actually it's not listening to the track at all. It's just listening to that kick up the top, the sidechain kick. And so you can hear the difference when I take it off, and then I'll unbypass it. It's not working right now. It's just creating a little bit of movement in the track. And I've got another compressor on this Nexus with an arpeggiated thing. So then we have with the sidechain. And then we have something that's really cool. This is a chorus that's based off the Juno, one of Roland's keyboards, famous chorus, and it's really nice. It's a really nice chorus. So this is without it, and then with it. It's that classic Juno chorus sound. It's very famous. So then we've got lots of vocals down the bottom, which we won't get to that just yet. But then when we come to the chorus, I wanted to add another kick in there, a brighter kick. That kick, I kind of stumbled across it and I liked it, so I just wanted that just in the chorus. And we're just going to move this up to the drums. So that's only in the chorus, that kick. So it's a bit brighter. And then the acoustic guitar is doing something very simple, just big strums, which is exactly like what Taylor Swift is doing on her song. Just big strums. Just big strums. Then during the chorus, I strum a little bit more. I think actually the second verse I strum a little bit more with the guitars. And I go through that in one of the videos where I'm kind of like coming up with the idea. So anyway, let's play it all. That's about all the elements that I have in it, and I'm going to add some reverse cymbals, some claps as well. But I'll just play it all the way through, or through to the second chorus, and you'll hear it. Here it is. Oh, let me throw some magic or talent on the on these vocals, because I haven't moved the vocals around anywhere. If you haven't got this plugin, this is great. I use this a ton. CLA Vocals. And I just use Rockman. It's really simple and easy. And then I'll probably take off the reverb and the and the delay. I'm just putting it on all these channels.
Steve, Paul said he's in the waiting room.
Oh, he is? Oh. Oh, there it is. And Jeff. Okay, cool. All right, great. So sorry about that, guys. We got a couple of Paul and Jeff coming in. Okay, cool. So I guess let's play it from the top.
I thought I felt it all. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness to the bright lights. And now all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you is my heartbeat. With you, it's like a long weekend. Oh, a long weekend night. Oh, a long weekend night. Oh, a long weekend night. Seconds seem to hang in place. Time freezes alone in space. I feel the haze when you're away. And all I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed.
So that's a copy of the chorus. I haven't copied that over yet, so that would just be the chorus. But let's just get going and let's dive in. So coming down here on my buses, I've got a verb and I do want to have a delay in here, so I'm going to add this in. I got my eye on this delay of Chris Lord-Alge's. Where is it? Epic. So there's a great delay. Let's have a look at these presets. Where's my presets? Let's just try the first one and then we'll play from that. But that's going to be an extra delay as we go into it. Then we got with drums, we got a parallel compression on the drums. This is anybody who's seen my videos. It's pretty much all the same. I use the same setup every time and tweak from there. So I have a 1176 that I just squashed there for the parallel drums. We got bass, same thing. We got a my go-to compressors. We've got an EQ that's ready to go. Actually got a little bit of bass taken off, and then I always just go through and double check how much do I want to take off. So that's ready to go, and as you'll see, the piano, it's got it rolled off a little bit on that EQ. I didn't even have any piano on this, but I will send something. I'll probably change that. So then electric guitars, we don't have any electric guitars. Let's just delete that. And I even have my all my mastering is already going. So it's very kind of there's not much happening. So
all I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed.
I have it sounding pretty close to a record right from the beginning, and I prefer to kind of like work in that because you're shaping that whole sound right from the get-go. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a backing. I'm going to do two of these. I'm going to do one as a hook. That's the hook, and we will create a new bus for that. And we have a BV. Okay, so let me just make sure these are sent to the right one. These are all the hooks. And we have our VVs. And we have, these are the lead vocals, so that's all right. And guitars are going to the same. I have a couple of spares here. These are spare guitars just in case. When I recorded them, you know, I think there was a different idea. I think it's, yeah, it's a little cleaner, so I can decide that later. Acoustic guitars are fine. We got synths. It's fine. We got bass. Drums. Everything's going to the right place. Okay, cool. So let's let me go in and fix that hook, because I do have this hook here that these effects that I have on this hook, and I really liked it when I was playing with it at the beginning. So I'm actually going to put that on all of them. That chorus, I've got that chorus on these hooks as well. We'll see if my computer doesn't like it as much as I'm just copying that. I could put them down to stereo, and that would halve those all, but we'll see. It might be fun.
Like a long weekend, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, alone weekend night. Seconds seem to hang in place, time freeze alone in space. I feel the haze when you're way away.
I've already turned
Like a long week.
making them even more square. I've already turned them up in Melodyne, but I'm making them even more square. Let's get rid of some of the breath.
Like a long weekend, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all weekend, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night.
So that high one I'm not a big fan of, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. 17-ish.
All alone weekend night, all alone weekend night.
I like that one a lot, so I'm going to turn that one up higher.
All alone weekend night. Seconds like a long weekend, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night.
Alright, I just want to get rid of some of those breaths. I don't need them, I don't think.
Like a long weekend, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night.
And we're actually going to copy and paste that hook.
All alone weekend night, all alone weekend night, all alone weekend night. I know that you feel all this too. Oh, oh. Like a long weekend.
So I'm just going to group all these together. So all these hooks. Alright, so now I can just grab one and move the whole thing. So alright, now we've got to grab that chorus.
When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my me.
Let's go. I do want to clean it up a little bit and get rid of some of these breaths. I don't need them in the harmonies, so.
Else is needed. When I'm with you, there's.
Take them totally out of the harmonies, but I'll leave them in the yellow one is the main. The yellow one is the main main melody, so I'll keep them in there. But the harmonies are green. I don't need that breath in the green.
Else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you is my heart eating. And I'm with you, it's like a long weekend.
So the name of the song is When I'm With You, or the name of the song is A Long Weekend. So you probably gathered that from the chorus, when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. So that was the kind of idea I went with for this one. All right. Now I've just cleaned that up, and so now I'm just going to consolidate that.
Is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my beating, like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my. No other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you is my heart eating. And I'm with you, and I'm with. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun. No other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you is my heart eating. And I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you, like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you is my. All alone we can act, all alone we can act, all alone we can act, all alone. Like a long weekend. All alone we can act, all alone we can act, all alone we can act, all alone.
All right, cool. So I was just kind of like arranging things, making things go in the right places and stuff like that. So let's just turn those vocals down a little bit. It's a little loud. And we'll get back to some more music now. But I want to have a listen to that bass is really not what I'm liking. I like the playing, but the bass sound, I want to play with some different sounds. Maybe that one. Goldly. much attack in it. Let's try a dark one.
First one to
I'm just kind of playing it and tweaking things as they need be. So you can hear there something I'm doing kind of in automation, but I'm not actually going to the automation mode of just pulling down the level. And I think most DAWs can do this. You can just pull down the levels of each thing with that. And it is kind of automation, but it's not going to have to read all this different automation, which works out a little bit different. And it's more like you're affecting the original track in a way, and it's really handy because then you don't have to worry about things going up and down. You've done it manually.
feel all this too. All I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
All right, I'm loving that bass. Okay, so I wanted that really kind of like kind of, I don't know, just I had that sound in my head. So something I don't know if anyone's got this plugin. It's really cool. It's called Submarine, and it just even adds even more lows and more concentrated lows. So let's play with that a bit.
I thought I felt it all. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness to the bright lights. Now all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fall for you, smile.
All right, cool. So one thing I want to do with this, I'm actually going to send this. I'm going to create an auxiliary and send that just to the auxiliary. So this is going to be the sub bass. And I'm going to put it there. That's where I'm going to put it. Because I do want some of that attack. If you have a look at the plugin, it's not going to go any higher than 240, so it's really on the subs. And I do want some of that attack to come through, so let's get it off that track. Put it down here. Take this one off. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's a big difference. All right, cool. We'll keep moving along. I want to add a clap. During that chorus, I want a clap to come in on that snare. So let's have a look for a clap. Let's do most popular. That is good. That's I want that one. Where did we go? There it is. Gosh, I want the top two. I want both of those. All right, let's add those to the chorus. Where are they? There they are. So those will go to the chorus, which I know is the blue one here. Make sure they go to the drums. Just some ear candy. Let's go ahead and reverse a couple of just something different. So we might come in here and nothing else is needed. Maybe in there. Actually, I'll add them as nothing. I do want them both, so I just created another couple of tracks, and I'm going to put these only on the second chorus. Me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling, no other feeling. So it's only on that fourth hit. There's no other feeling. Something. extra candy because it's Valentine's Day. All right, let's copy that. And when I get to the last course, I'm going to double it.
When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. This isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The full for you is mine.
That's without that clap, and this is with it. These are all the claps here, so without it and with it.
The full for you is mine. And I'm with you, it's like a long weekend.
I don't want any lows in there, and look at those claps. They've got all this low energy, so the first thing we're going to do is just get rid of that. I don't want any of that.
And I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. I know that you feel all this too. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you.
And I'm going to do something else. Again, more ear candy. I'm going to put these claps just during that part, those reversed ones. I'm going to put like a funny delay or something on it, so it's like a shuk, 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 shuk.
All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like all I want. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, this too. All I want, me, all I want, all this too. All I want, me, all I want, me and you, nothing. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other fear. All I want, me and you, nothing else is.
Put some reverb on that as well. Send it to the verb.
Nothing else is needed. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with all I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
Alright, cool. We keep moving along. Those guitars need some work. So let's have a look at the guitars. I've been using this a lot, the SSL EV2, and I have some settings in it that I've already pre-programmed. Where are they? So it's under down the bottom here under Steve's starts, and let's go with the clean acoustic guitar. So it already has some settings. Let's just see if that's close.
There's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating out. With you, it's like a long. There's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating out. With you, it's like a long week.
Alright, cool. So I'm just turning down my volume on my end just a little bit because, you know, my ears already, something just told me my ears are just like, oh, you're not hearing things as clear. You need a little break. So I guess we've been going for, I don't know, maybe, what time is it now? So maybe 30 minutes or something. So I'm just taking a tiny little break, looking at the chat here. Yep, we got Pro Tools running. Thanks, Mike, for answering that one. Yeah, so yes, long weekend is better. Always better, a long weekend. We always want a long weekend. Until the days happen that you end up, it all blurs into each other. You know, you just keep doing music. So it's so much fun. But let's go ahead and I'm going to turn it down even more and just keep tweaking that the acoustic guitar. I want it even brighter.
Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating out. With you, it's like a long weekend.
All right, cool. Yeah, question, how many tracks so far? Lots. Lots. I don't know. There might be a shortcut to find, but we're looking at least one. Let's actually, I'll put up the mix. There we go, the mix. What do we got here? So all these green ones are our buses, auxiliary. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 45. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, about 42, I guess. Half of these are stereo, a lot of these are stereo as well, so I don't know if you track, you know, I don't know, people, you know, I don't count up the tracks. It's funny, you know, some people say, oh, this one's, you know, got this many tracks, and I don't know, there might be a way to keep track, but I hardly ever keep track, get it? Where's my little button? So I don't really keep I don't, it's done when it's done. If I need another little part in there, I'll just do it. If it doesn't have it, I'll just keep adding it. And these two will, I think we're going to hide these. It's Colorado, so I have a little heater going in the back there, and it's starting to get toasty. So, all right, keep going. All right, let's go ahead and add our reverse cymbals. I know we're going to put a couple of reverses in there. So let me just go find a reverse cymbal. Let me see here. Where are we over here? if you don't have Steve's samples, make sure you DM me, and I can give you a bunch of my samples. This percussion's coming from one of those samples. It's called the Awesome. It's called the Awesome reverse. There it is there. It's called the Awesome reverse cymbal. I use this a lot. I really like it. So there we go. It's going to go to drums. And we got no sound. Why have we got no sound? Okay, I'm not sure why it stopped sharing. Let's see. All right, try that. Yeah, something went glitchy there. All right, so there's our reverse cymbal. Take out some lows out of that cymbal.
Is needed when I'm with you. There's no all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. There's no.
Cool. I'm gonna put some reverb on that as well. Let's steal this reverb over here, or borrow that. Copy it, I should say. Let's go and put that same reverse on these other guys here.
Is needed when I'm with you. There's no. All I want, me and you. We can. When I'm with you. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
That's where I'm going to end. I'm just going to end it there. Give it a button ending. And I'm going to get just a tiny bit more creative. I'm going to reverse these acoustic guitars to the end. These guys here. Just hit reverse. And these are going to end with a reverse. It's going to be a subtle kind of build to the end. Yeah, I might just turn them down just a little bit. It's going to be pretty subtle. All right, cool. So we have our reverse cymbals. Where are those?
Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. There's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my.
How good's that clap? It just really makes it clap through, or crack through, I should say, for those choruses. Now there is actually, if you see, these drums are just loops or just something I programmed in. I don't have a cymbal at the beginning of these drums, so I need to add a cymbal. for this guy too. Gosh, that's a cool sound too.
Is needed when I'm with you. There's no needed. Needed when I'm with you. Needed when I'm with you. There's
Oh, I like that. Maybe just before the second.
needed when I'm with you. Needed when I'm with you. There's no
I like that. Maybe on the second one there.
needed when I'm with you. There's no other feeling.
No, maybe over here.
When I'm with you, there's no other. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating. When I'm with you, eat it. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. Clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my.
I like that. It's just a little bit of an extra thing that I'm only going to do in the choruses. I'm going to copy it through everything, but I'm going to cut it out.
Seconds seem to hang in place. Time freezing alone in space. I feel a haze when you're away. And all I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. Needed. Nothing else is needed. Nothing else is needed. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you.
All right, yeah, another symbol. Where's my symbols?
Is needed. Is needed when I'm with you. There's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. My meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating. I'm with you. It's like a long weekend.
I'm just adding extra little bells and whistles to make that loop just grow. There's different things that are happening in different times. It's our ears, even if we don't know exactly what it is, our ears are telling us that something changed, something's happening in the song. So you hear it. Nothing else is me. I might actually add that there.
Me and you, nothing else is needed when I'm with you.
Da, da, da. Da, da. Maybe two of them. Da, da. Three. Da, da, da. Symbol. I don't know. I think I like 3. Da da da. We'll come back to it. When I'm with you, there's no. Cool. Okay, just looking at the chat here. Joe says, I guess it doesn't really matter how many tracks. It just feels it. It's just how it feels and sounds. Yeah, yeah. As I was saying before, I barely kind of go back and say, oh, we're at 10 tracks. This must be complete. Or I honestly I don't really ever think about how many tracks. I think about the palettes, the colors. Like if I'm modeling or listening to Taylor Swift in this case, I listen to a track and be like, okay, she's got some acoustic guitars doing this, she's got the bass doing that, and so I just kind of like copy the colors. I'm like, okay, acoustic guitar, bass, some synths, lots of vocals, and then I just kind of add it. And sometimes it's I would just keep going until I feel like it's there, or I'm getting done with it, or I don't know. It's kind of a it's hard to I don't know, it's kind of a I guess it's an emotional thing. You're just like, oh, whatever, I'm done. Or it's like it's that's it. I don't want to ruin it. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to ruin anything. It's good right now. Don't do anything. So and then sometimes it's just like, I've got to find some instruments and so yeah, I don't ever and then sometimes if you've got so many tracks happening and then your computer's starting to really play up, or it's like it's too heavy for the computer, then I'll start going, oh gosh, I must have too many tracks, and then I'll go and commit plugins and stuff like that. But yeah, everything's doing. I'm liking how everything's going on this one. We've got a bit of ear candy. Now let's go to our verse. I do want to kind of see if I can wrap this up in the next 30 minutes. So I've been mixing and I've been editing and I've kind of been adding ear candy. So a couple other things I want to do is the ending here. I need to do another vocal, so I think I'm going to have to do like I call them raves, or kind of like an ad lib kind of thing, because when we get to here,
it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating up. With you, it's like a long weekend.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do an ad lib or something like that. But I can't really do it when I'm live, because it goes through the different interface, or a different. I can't play and record, so I'm gonna have to do that off air. I can do in the box stuff, but I can't do that. So that's one thing I didn't do with my vocals. So I'll have to do that. Anyway, that's the only other thing I'm going to be adding. Let's go ahead now and show you what I do with the vocals. I go ahead and I automate. I'm going to be listening to the vocals and just starting to tweak how loud things are first. And then I go ahead and I actually go and automate all these breaths and get out all the noises and really kind of dial that in. And yeah, so let's do that.
I thought I felt it all. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness to the red lights. Now all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds.
Alright, so with my vocals, I always put do some of the reverb on the bus. I send it to the reverb. So I'm going to do all these main ones like that.
Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning.
And that part where I go meaning,
You are my meaning.
I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit. It's bugging me. I won't do the automation yet. I'll just turn it down here.
You are my meaning. Clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heart eating up. With you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. Like a long weekend.
That's the one that's not very good. So what I might do with these vocals, I might use that as a double, and put like a Sound Toys has a kind of a cool plugin here, a little altar boy. Just put like a kind of make it a little.
When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. Therefore for you is my heart eating. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. With you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. Therefore for you is my heart eating. When I'm with you, it's like a long week. The feeling. I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Something my clouds for you, smile. And when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you, smile. You are my meaning. The fool for you, smile. And when I'm with you, it's like with you. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you. When I'm with you.
Something weird happened with the auto tune or the Melodyne on that one.
When I'm with you. When I'm with you.
It went weird. I'm gonna see if I can cut that out.
And I'm with you. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. There's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you, smile. And when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend.
One of those weekends is bad.
It's like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend.
Alright, so that weekend I'm not liking. Do I have another one?
It's like a long week. To my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you, smile. And when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. With you, it's like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. It's 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 like a long weekend.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a note over here. I think I might have to do that weekend part again. Weekend after course. I have to redo that. All right, keep moving along. So.
Nothing else is needed when I'm with you.
Oh, what am I talking about? I got ones here. I did a bunch of takes. Hang on. That's the hook. Here we go.
With you, there's no other feeling. There's no other feeling.
Right, not those ones. Alright, these are all parts that I've just hidden because I've edited them, and I'm like, no, not that one.
There's no other feeling. Like a long weekend. like a long weekend.
And these, nothing even on them. Delete those. We're looking for a weekend, a long weekend.
For you, with you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. Like a long week.
Are they harmonies? Or are these yellow ones?
And when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend.
Actually, I think those are the exact ones. Maybe I only did it twice. I thought I did a bunch. What are these ones?
It's like I'm with you, it's like a long week. With you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a with you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend.
I wonder if that would be better. Let's just have a look. Might just have to sing it again. It'll be easier just to do that.
It's like a long weekend.
Let's just see if that's better.
With you, it's like a long weekend. Second seem you hanging in place. Time freezing alone in space. I feel the haze when you're away. Oh,
It is a little bit better.
it's like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. Like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend. Like a long weekend.
So, okay, moving along. I wanted to work on those breaths.
I thought I felt it.
So what I do, I automate all these breaths. I just go.
I thought I felt it all. First one, I felt it all. First, I thought I felt it all. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness to the bright lights. Now, lights. Now all I want is me and you. Now it's me and you. Nothing me and you. It's me and you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. Nothing else is needed. Seconds seem to hang in place. Time freezing, seem to hang in place. Time freezing alone in space. Time freezing alone in space. I feel the haze when you're away, away. And all I when you're away, away. And all I want me.
And I keep turning it up as I go. There you go.
All I want me and all I want me. All I want me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other fear. And no. And know that you feel all this too. All I want.
That was just a little bit too loud. All right, turn them down. The velocity.
And know that you feel all this too. All I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, that you feel all this too. All I to all I want, me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's
Not sure about those claps, but we'll see. I'm just going to turn them down a bit.
when I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
Okay, so these oohs, I want to actually make them way more drenched in reverb. So how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to create 3 tracks, 3 stereo tracks, and I'm just going to put them on that. Just drag them down here. They should all fit. There we go. And those are going to the BVs, and we're going to drench them in we're going to drench them in go to my go-to. We're going to drench them in reverb, just make them real blended in background. Where is my, oh, I need,
Me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no.
cool. All right, so let's take a break for a second. Mike's got a good suggestion here. Just a thought, coming to me having heard it a few times now. Yes, you guys must be sick of it too. Would it be stronger with no better feeling than no other feeling? Not sure if Swifty would other than better, but that's a free refund. Yeah. With you, there's no other feeling. No better feeling They both work. Gosh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, since I've recorded it, I think we'll keep with the other one because I don't want to record it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Actually, there's no better feeling, no other feeling. Yeah, they both work. Better might be actually a little bit more correct. So anyway, yeah, good suggestion there, Mike. All right, so I'm getting rid of some of these breaths.
Nothing else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feel.
All right, something happened there, and something happened, and they got off. So I'm gonna have to go find them again. I must have clicked and dragged them wrong or something. So let's just make sure everything's to the grid. Here we go.
Nothing else isn't needed. When I'm with
Those breaths are too much, so let's go ahead and get rid of those.
nothing else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. Else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for you is my heartbeat, and when I'm with you, nothing else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fun for
Right, so I've got a better chorus over here that I edited earlier. So let's just make sure we. Wonder if that matters there.
else is needed. When I'm with you.
All right, so that's good. I'm just going to copy that over here. And this other little guy.
My heartbeat, and when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. It's like a long weekend.
All right, something actually I want to do as well is I want to put an extra long delay on this, just on certain notes. Where is my delay? Let's go with this delay. No, let's not. Let's go with the Valhalla. Valhalla delay. certain notes like this.
It's me and you. Nothing else is needed. Nothing else is needed.
That's the idea. So I want to go needed.
Nothing else is needed.
I want it to be in time. Actually, now let's go with my first choice on the other delay.
Is needed when I'm with you. Needed when I'm with you. Needed when I'm with you. There's no when I'm with you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. There's no other. I'm with you. There's no other feeling. There's no. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. Nothing else is needed when I'm with you. There's no other feeling. There's no other. I'm with you. There's nothing else is needed when I'm with.
That's the idea. So it just goes on that echo.
Beautiful for you, smile. Nothing else is needed. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no else is needed. When I'm with you, there's nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other needed. When I'm with you, nothing else is needed. Else is needed. When I'm with else is needed. Is needed. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you.
That one might actually work better turning up the verb in the actually automating it on the track. So now I'm going to go into the send. So I'm going to turn up more reverb when it comes to this part here. So let's just ride this up a little bit.
Nothing else is needed when I'm with you.
Just for that one. What's this other one?
All this too. All I want. Me. All this too. All I want. Feel all this too. All I want. Me and you.
I might do a few. A little too many. So I do want it to echo kind of throughout.
Feel all this too. All I want.
I might just put like other words, random words.
All I want. Me and you. Nothing else is needed. Me and you. Nothing. Me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
And I think I'm going to take out the kicks there.
Else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
just...
else isn't needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with, when I'm with, when I'm with you, when I'm with you. When I, when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you,
All right, cool. Okay, I'm looking at the time. I think we're going to be wrapping up here. I'm going to make myself wrap up. So I think this song deserves just a few more tweaks, a little bit more time. I'm going to add that last ending, that last little run or rave at the very, very end. And then I think I might go over and redo some of those vocals. But this is a perfect time for what I do is I go ahead and I mix it. I go ahead and mix it down and I get it very close into the ballpark. And then I take a day off, or come back to it with fresh ears tomorrow. Or in this case, I might come back to it tomorrow actually while I'm in that zone of this song. And listen to it and then take notes on anything else you probably need to add or tweak or adjust. And and that's kind of how I do it. You do a couple of mixes and you really have a song here. Like we have a song here. There's no doubt it's right here. So Jackie says so neat to see you adding all these finishing touches. This song is really coming together. All these little added little notes and little things, it just really takes it to that next level, especially for an artist song like this, the Taylor Swift kind of thing. She's got high production, there's so many little things. And so it's fun to kind of really put it together. There's a lot more detailed than just doing a little cue, that's for sure. But this is where it kind of gets fun, and this is where it kind of gets, this is what we all kind of do, those cues and practice so we can do all these elaborate fun things. And it's really cool. Just even learning a couple of these little tricks and including it in your little cues, it just keeps everything fun, keeps everything exciting. And so let's go ahead and start heading towards mixing. I think yes, these are my buses that I have, so I'm going to start working on these buses, and then I'm actually going to get to the mastering in a minute.
I thought I felt it all. First one to rise and then fall. Darkness to the bright lights. Now all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling.
Alright, cool. Those drums are a little loud, so let's just turn those drums down a bit.
There's no other bright lights. Now all I want is me and you. Nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds.
That reverse cymbal needs to go up just a touch. And I'm actually going to send it to the delay. I haven't even played with that delay. Where's my delay?
And you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The food for you is my heart, and when I'm with you, place. I feel the haze when you're away, away. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you is my heart, and when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. I know that you feel all this too. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other. Feel all this too. All I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. Me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's
Two claps. Da da. Yeah. That's good. All right. Because I always, when I heard the three claps, the last 10,000 times we played it, I heard three claps and I was like, I don't know, and I kept hearing, I don't know, and so then I just changed it to two, and I'm like, yes. So there we go.
when I'm with you, there's no.
All right, we're pushing towards this. Oh, I gotta wrap it up here. All right, pushing towards the ending here. Let's go ahead, and I do actually have to run in about. I have another call in 10 minutes, so I will actually have to round this up. So let's go ahead and just finish up. So my so I have a mix bus here that I just put a nice little bit of. I just kind of like glue everything together. Just one more step of a little bit of -3 gain reduction, and then I'm going to my mastering chain.
It's me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you is my heart, and when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. Seconds seem to hang in place. Time freeze alone in space. I feel the haze when you're away, away. And all I want, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my cloud, me and you, nothing else is needed. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. Sun to my clouds, you are my meaning. The fool for you is my heart, and when I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. there's no other feeling. When I'm with you, it's like a long weekend. When I'm with you, there's no other feeling. There's no.
Good. So this is part of mastering, just making sure you get a nice little ending, a nice rounded ending of however you feel it should go. And if we play it one more time. That's how we want it. Now, where do we want to start it? Right there. One. I always do it on the grid, because then you can always, it's on the. It's in the 16th. Then I just highlight there, and I go to the end. Where is it? There. And I think we're just going to bounce this down. So awesome. Well, any last questions before I wrap it up? This is a lot bigger song than I first signed up for. So. when I did it, I knew it was, I haven't done these ones always just take a lot longer, a lot more instruments playing, a lot more elements to yeah, let me get rid of this screen here. So a lot more elements to adjust and tweak and that kind of thing. As I think we counted up, was there like 40? I think there's 40 channels, and I had probably added another 5 or 6, so we're around 46 channels, so there's a lot more. It makes your mixing a lot more tricky, a lot more adjusting, a lot more automation. As you saw, I was really adjusting little things, but I think there's a lot of elements in here that are really, it's interesting. Like when you listen to it, it's not going to be boring. There's not going to be parts where and my fresh ears will tell me too, there might be some boring parts, but I'll have to have a fresh listen tomorrow. And don't ever underestimate the power of having fresh ears, because it really is. You hear things so loud, like I'm not even hearing quite the kick. The kick's probably way too loud, pumping through the whole thing, but it was there from the beginning. So now I'm like, I don't hear it without it until I listen to it tomorrow on the MP3 or something. So yeah, but any last questions I see here? Thanks, Jackie. I'm glad you liked it. It's fun. It's just fun, and you can. It's good to have the deadlines. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I've got to bounce it down because, I've got another call. And so it's like, bounce it down, done, and so come back tomorrow and you actually have a song and it's probably 85%, 90% done, and you just need a couple of little tweaks and there you go. There's a whole song done. You produced an asset, a money-making asset out of nothing, out of just thin air. And so it's really, really kind of cool. So. Will you share it when you finish? Yes, let's do that. I will do, this is a 7-part video, so 7-part series. So this is 7, this is part 7. So I'll do part 8 on the final mixes. I'll do that actually. That'll be fine. So yeah, so it'll be fun to share. And Joe says, I learned a lot from this. I can hear we need to refine my tracks. Love this hook. I was singing all day. Oh, great. Well, I'm sorry. Or if it's in your head that night going, so no worries, Scott. Yeah, as always, thanks. No worries. Even if you guys just pick up a couple of things each time during these little sessions, it's like, that's gold, because you try them out on your next track and try them out a handful of times, and then you try something else out, and there's a million ways to get where we to get to the same process. Some of those ones I dropped the track down and created a delay on that, and sometimes it worked better fading up the delay. And so just play around and have fun. It's all fun. You can't help, if it's fun, you can't help but just try things out Yeah, that's really cool. So awesome. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys. Have a great weekend and happy Valentine's Day for Monday, and we will see you guys in the chat. All right, later.